everybody, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Liz. I am just a creepy weird person. Welcome to Vlogmas. I like to talk about some true crime, and today we're going to talk about an update. So I talked about this case a little bit in my true crime recap for this previous week, so right before Vlogmas started, because this is Vlogmas Day 4, I believe Vlogmas Day 4. So there was an arrest made in the killing of the homeless people that have happened within LA. And this suspect is also tied to another murder that happened in San Dimas. This person, he was identified as that of 33-year-old Jared Joseph Powell. He was arrested on Saturday, so just yesterday, for the murders of these 3 homeless men while they were sleeping. And they were shot while they were asleep on the sidewalk or in an alley. So he has been in custody. He was already in custody, actually, for the homicide that happened in San Dimas that happened on Tuesday night, and that murder occurred during a home robbery. So it's believed that Powell followed a 42-year-old, his name is Nicholas Cimbolin, who is actually an employee of the LA County Chief Executive Office, and he followed him from a station in West Covina to his home. And this is where he would enter, rob him, and shoot him and flee the scene. So, of course, we already saw images of Powell, or what was now we know is Powell, and that he was in a sedan. He was caught, basically, or did a traffic stop of Powell's vehicle this past Wednesday night, and he was arrested early Thursday. His vehicle was then tracked down because of the license plate scanner within the city. If they never put his plate into the system, they never would have been able to connect him to the murders of these homeless men. So, like I mentioned in my true crime recap, the first one happened at around 3 a.m. this past Sunday, so a week ago. The second one happened the following morning at 5 a.m. And then the third one happened on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. right out in the open. This man, there's no motive whatsoever. They are just random killings. They all happen in very, very different areas. So that's kind of what happens with spree killers. They're very sporadic. They happen just out of nowhere. In regards to the San Dimas murder, the man that he followed, he was found by his wife on Tuesday, and he was found inside of his Tesla in the garage of his home, suffering from the gunshot wound to his upper body. And after she called for the police and paramedics, he was pronounced dead at the scene. So at that time, there was no known connections between the 4 killings. They didn't know that there was a relationship or what happened between Powell and Cimbolin, who is the guy from the executive office. All we knew is that there was somebody on the loose that was preying on homeless people. That's all we really knew. And it really struck a chord with the city that, hey, we actually need to do something with these homeless people because they're living on these streets. They already know it's dangerous. And now we have 3 of them dying 3 days in a row. And they already knew that 4 to 5 homeless people die every day on the streets because of various reasons, whether it's violent or not. And they want to be able to actually help them. So what they did to try and rectify the situation is they tried to activate what's called the Augmented Winter Shelter Program in order to give them extra safety because of what happened with this serial killer. And unfortunately, which this kind of always happens when it comes to our homeless population, is that program actually just stops tomorrow night. So actually it would be like Tuesday morning, it stops, which stinks. Also, what they did is they added extra traditional shelters for them in different sites in the city. And they hope that if they actually come in, they'll be able to get vouchers for motels and different vouchers for housing and things like that. So at this time, Powell's in custody, and I'm sure more will come out in regards to his arrest, but at this time, that is the information I have, is that he was identified as the serial killer for these homeless men, as well as his relation to the murder in San Dimas. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in Vlogmas Day 5. Bye, you guys.